Welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Kobalt Tools 400. And I'm going to step our tradition a little bit because this is Las Vegas. What goes on here stays here. And I'm going to say, hey, drivers, light these bad boys up!
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Harvick tried to force the issue down to the bottom, make it 3 wide, and wisely backed out. Couldn't clear underneath Casey Kane. Now, the driver who unbelievably only led a total of 4 laps last year on all the mile-and-a-half tracks, Dale Earnhardt Jr. has got one in the back. And here's the race leader. Dale Earnhardt Jr. surrenders the lead for the first time today to come down pit road, along with David Rudiman. Stremmy's been in, and caution is out. Caution is waving. This may change things drastically.
Well, I think where the leader's at right now, he's going to go into turn 3. I think they're going to go ahead and complete this pit stop. And where they're pitting, Mike, right before the start-finish line, all they have to do is beat that leader right there. I think he's going to be okay.
So rookie Timmy Hill hitting the wall coming off turn number 2. Stremme had also pitted, and now Kevin Harvick crosses the line under caution. So the cars that stopped under green will be able to cycle through and lead the field to the green when we get a restart.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. had the perfect pit box because it's right there before the start-finish line, and if you're, as long as you beat that leader to the start-finish line, if you're pitting before it or you're coming down pit road before it, you're okay.
Let's have a look at, showing pit road, how Dale Earnhardt Jr. is on the lead lap, but Kurt Busch lost a lap.
All right, Kurt Busch is pitting right here. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is pitting right here. When they were on pit road, Kevin Harvick was the leader. When the caution comes out, all you have to do is either beat the leader at this line, which is the start-finish line going across pit road, which Dale Earnhardt Jr. did, or the pit out line, which is right there, which Kurt Busch did not.
Harvick Earnhardt for the lead, turn 3.
Junior's got that high line, and it really gives him a lot of momentum off the corner, and he can really open up a gap between he and Kevin Harvick in the 29.
And look who's in the top 10, Kyle Busch. Quick work by his pit crew, and he is up in the top 10 after starting this race out back. And look at Junior beginning to pull away once again. "64 laps complete in Las Vegas. Tony Stewart losing ground here. He dropped back into the 5th position behind Greg Biffle, and he's got a piece of debris there on the grill.
Yeah, well, he's trying to get up. Every time somebody goes by, he can't get up close enough to them as they go by or to stay with them to get that sucked off of there.
Just happened.
It's gone. Good.
A little bit of wind helping to move the debris off Tony's grill. Not so helpful to the Stewart-Haas team at the other end of the speedway. Their spotter Bob Jeffries. Whoops. Gone.
Man, that was my favorite hat.
Out for the second time at lap 72. The number 10 of David Rudiman having trouble getting onto pit road. The track opened for pit stops, and here's a look at the leaders.
It had been about 25 laps since we had our last caution. Most of the drivers elected to go with 2 tires. You see Matt Kenseth in the 17. They went with left side tires, something we saw at Phoenix a lot last week.
Yeah, I just told you. This isn't Phoenix, so I'm not sure about that one. We'll have to see how it works out.
Lower left, you see Harvick winning the race off pit road from Matt Kenseth. One driver stayed on track. David Reagan did not pit, so Reagan is the race leader. Here's your top trio, and Jimmie Johnson is hunting down Matt Kenseth, who won the pole here last year, but Kenseth only led 3 laps in the race.
From the back to the front. You gotta like that, man. I mean, it's good stuff.
For the lead.
And Darrell, he's done it and working on doing it in 83 laps with only 2 cautions, and pretty much had to change 4 tires that first time.
You know what, Larry? But what I love, that they wrecked that car in practice yesterday. In 28 minutes, they had this car, this backup car, on the racetrack. They got laps in that car, and they knew what they had. That thing looked better than his primary car to me.
Dale Jr. had a close moment here with Denny Hamlin.
And you could see how much faster he was than Denny Hamlin right there. Just drove into the back of Denny. Just about turned Denny Hamlin in the 11 sideways, but that's how much quicker Dale Earnhardt Jr. got off turn 4 than Denny Hamlin.
New leader at 101 laps in the Kobalt Tools 400. Jimmie Johnson, winner of 4 of the last 7 Las Vegas races. From worst to first. Making a pass on Matt Kenseth.
Never did see the worst part.
He started on it.
No, I agree. Yeah. He could start a lap down. He'd get the lucky dog. He'd be back up there. Road sometimes.
There's trouble for Kurt Busch as they try to change rights. And the air hose hung on the back end. The air gun needs replacing.
Oh. Look at the hose. It's all up under the car.
Oh boy, locking them up to come to pit road. Travis Kvapil, and caution is out. That is not locking up the brake. That's big. I think look at the right side of Kyle Busch's car. When the 93 of Travis Kvapil had something let go under hood, watch the car on the outside behind him. That's Kyle Busch. Menard just misses the wall. Busch didn't fare so well.
Gotten a little bit of the oil.
As the field comes to the green. Stewart wants the lead back. He may get it.
Got a nice run up off the bottom of the corner there coming out of turn 2. Slides up in front of Jimmy. Tony, I think Tony's been sitting back there. That dust and all you see is from the cleanup from the blown engine. That's just stay dry. It'll blow right away.
And just moments ago, that's Eric Almirola on the outside of, race leader Tony Stewart.
And that's what happens. You get down on the bottom of the track coming off turn 4, carrying a lot of speed. You need the whole racetrack. And he had to get hard onto the steering wheel to try to keep off of Eric.
And here's what Tony had to say about that slide.
Had to work there a little bit, did you? Yeah, I kind of had my hands full.
You know, considering he almost wrecked the car leading the race, I'd say he was pretty well under control. 6 laps is...
All right, pit road's open. Jeff Burton gets the free pass. Let's start with Dick Berggren.
And Matt Kenseth currently running in second position. Just minor changes, going to tighten the car up just a little bit. And Jimmie Johnson running in the 5th position. Minor changes there. Matt.
Tony Stewart's car was about 6 laps short on fuel. Addington has made the call. They're just going to top him off to try to keep as much track position as possible, Krista.
Greg Biffle was told by his team, we have to stop. We could not have made it the distance. They decided they needed about 3 seconds of fuel. That is all they're getting.
Tire changes for Denny Hamlin, Jeff Gordon, and Martin Truex. Regan Smith. But a lot of drivers took fuel only.
Yeah, it's aggravating to have to stop for 3 gallons of fuel. But that's what you have to do.
Dale Jr., Paul Menard, Ryan Newman, 2 tires. Put him away from the racetrack today. Green flag. Oh, here comes Stewart to the bottom. 3 wide for the lead. That's Vegas, baby.
Remind me of Tony Stewart of Homestead back in November when he knew what he needed to do.
He didn't take the lead. He stole it.
So much for clean air.
Here's another look at it. Stewart is on the inside of row 2. Can't pass before the start-finish line. But boy, what a well-timed move that was.
And that was. Mike, it was all timing. He timed it just right, and he got a little head of steam, was able to blow by these guys.
With Dale Earnhardt Jr. 11th and Mark Martin 12th. Here's what happened between those two 1 lap ago.
Mark comes up, and Dale Jr. says, hey, man, you broke my... Whoa, I mean, he got in the wall a little bit going down through there. Gave him a real nice tap.
I mean, Earnhardt had a run, but yeah, that's a pretty hard hit.
Yes, he did with both ends of that 55 car.
There was a bit of a discussion between Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Mark Martin. They got side by side and kind of close enough for hand signal. Green flag.
And Brad spun the tires just a little bit. Not much, but enough to lose momentum.
And Jimmie Johnson in that 48 and a whole bunch of other drivers are going to take advantage of that. In fact, Brad Keselowski, he can't go.
There's something wrong with the car. He spun the tires. I bet he missed the shift.
Keselowski, you saw him drop back through the field there. As everyone else was coming to speed, he will go a lap down as he gets gas. A hard hit for Kurt Busch puts us under the 7th caution of the day. Said he cut down a left rear tire, ran over a piece of debris. Here's a look from Kyle Busch's car.
Still clear. Spinning behind you.
You can just
Still
see
green.
it looked like the right rear went down, and the car just
Yellow's out.
immediately turned.
Just caught the end of the one barrier and into the other. Now, green flag. Here we go. 9 laps to go.
Holy cow.
And Stewart gets way away.
Nobody going to do anything with that.
But I think at the same time, Jimmie Johnson in the 48 spun his tires just a little bit, just enough to let Tony really get away.
Yeah.
Nobody's been able to touch Tony Stewart on restarts today.
No, sir. That thing took off like a shot out of a cannon. Oh, I tell you what, I don't think we'll make it to the end without another caution. No.
Trouble. Kyle Busch, turn 4. Around he goes. No caution.
Looks like NASCAR's going to see if he's going to get going. He's got the car moving. He's going to go down pit road. We stay green.
And nobody checked up in the back straightaway. And now,
Spin and turn 4.
now the caution waves. On the outside, Biffle. Ford's 3 wide for 3rd spot.
Boy, and that's 3 Roush cars right there, all on top of each
And
other.
here comes
And there goes Kenseth. Kenseth in the wall.
Clear.
Kane high, McMurray low. But on this last restart, the 3 Fords got to battling each other. Watch the 16, 17, and 99 here.
Yeah, they're all wadded up here, and it starts when the 99, Carl Edwards, goes to the apron. Right here, he really puts the 17 in a box. Biffle on the outside. Right here, they're going to be some contact.
But here comes Kane with a run, and McMurray. Ooh.
You know what? That's actually Kane sucked the back of that 17 around. The teammates were really clean.
Kane in that 5, I saw him. He had such a run through the middle of 1 and 2.
Yeah, he just went outside there and sucked the 17 right around, right there.
He got that little bump from Matt. He hit the wall, too.
Yeah.
But Kane managed to make it around and finish 19th. White flag. Jimmie Johnson won here on a last lap pass in 2006. But he trails Stewart by 3 car lengths out of 2.
Yeah, that 14 is just too strong up off the bottom of the corner. Jimmie tried everything he could, but 14 is just stout.
Turn 4, final time. Johnson arcs high, brings it down low. The defending Sprint Cup champion Tony Stewart makes it a smoke show in Vegas and wins the Kobalt Tools 400.